vanished from a room that was locked from inside. The year is 1289. Our setting, the secluded, snow-dusted Benedictine Abbey of Melk, perched high above the Danube in Austria. Here, amidst ancient manuscripts and the scent of beeswax candles, lived Brother Augustinus, a scholar of renown, celebrated for his translations of obscure Greek texts and his encyclopedic knowledge of herbal remedies. But Augustinus harbored secrets darker than the Abbey's deepest cellars. He'd been entrusted with transcribing a forbidden text, whispered to contain knowledge gleaned from pagan rituals and demonic incantations. The Liber Umbrarum, or Book of Shadows. One bitterly cold morning, a novice arrived at Augustinus's chamber with warmed milk, only to find the heavy oak door bolted from within. He called out, but received no answer. Panic swelled. The abbot himself arrived, his face a mask of concern. After what seemed an eternity, the door was forced. The chamber was empty. Augustinus had vanished. The sole window was barred and shuttered, untouched by snow. The fire still crackled gently in the hearth. But something was amiss. A single raven feather lay upon the scholar's desk, nestled amongst the scattered parchments. A raven, an omen, and a locked room. How could he have simply disappeared? The investigation fell to Brother Anselm, a man more accustomed to illuminating manuscripts than untangling mysteries. Anselm, with his shrewd eyes and quiet demeanor, began his inquiries. He questioned the monks, novices, and even the kitchen staff, each interview yielding little more than fear and confusion. The other scholars hinted at Augustinus's growing obsession with the Liber Umbrarum, whispering of hushed incantations heard late at night. Brother Thomas, a rival translator, confessed to jealousy over Augustinus's access to the forbidden text, but vehemently denied any involvement in his disappearance. The initial search of the abbey yielded nothing. Then, a breakthrough hidden beneath Augustinus's straw mattress. Anselm discovered a meticulously drawn map, not of Melk, but of a nearby, crumbling Roman ruin, long abandoned and rumored to be haunted, a place where pagan rituals were said to have been performed centuries ago. Had Augustinus fled, driven mad by the forbidden knowledge? Or was this map a carefully planted deception? Anselm, accompanied by two burly novices, ventured to the Roman ruin. The air was thick with the smell of damp stone and decay. Inside the crumbling walls, they found disturbing evidence, a makeshift altar constructed from fallen stones, stained with what appeared to be dried blood. Scrawled on a wall, in crude Latin, were phrases lifted directly from the Liber Umbrarum. It seemed Augustinus had indeed been dabbling in dark arts. But then, a more significant discovery. A small silver crucifix, identical to the one Augustinus always wore, lying broken on the altar. A struggle, a sacrifice, or simply a theatrical flourish. More unsettling, Anselm noticed a set of footprints in the muddy ground leading away from the altar, footprints that were not his, nor his companions. They were too small, too delicate to belong to any of the monks. Whose footprints were these, and where did they lead? The investigation took a dark and unexpected turn. Anselm, frustrated and increasingly fearful, returned to the abbey. He re-examined Augustinus's chamber, meticulously searching for any overlooked clue. He noticed something he'd missed before, a faint, almost imperceptible scratch on the inside of the window frame. It was a nearly invisible groove, barely wide enough to admit a thin raven feather. Ravens were kept in the Abbey aviary. A raven could be trained to carry a light cord. Augustinus, obsessed with the Liber Umbrarum, had arranged to be rescued from his chamber, staging his own disappearance to pursue his forbidden studies in secret. But why, and who was helping him? He decided to confront Brother Thomas, the jealous rival. But Thomas was gone, vanished without a trace. A frantic search revealed a hidden tunnel behind Thomas's chambers, leading out of the Abbey walls and into the surrounding forest. Thomas, it seemed, had more than just jealousy to hide. Anselm, knowing the truth was close, followed the tunnel. It led to a secluded clearing where he found Thomas, not alive, but impaled upon a makeshift altar identical to the one in the Roman ruin. The Liber Umbrarum lay open beside him, its pages stained with blood. Scrawled in blood on Thomas' chest was a single word, a letter 1F50 Gamma Eta, Greek for dawn. Augustinus had meticulously planned his escape. Using Thomas's jealousy as a cover, he'd trained a raven to unlock the window, created a diversion with the Roman ruin, and ultimately eliminated Thomas to ensure his silence. But Augustinus was not acting alone. The delicate footprints at the Roman ruin, the Greek word scrawled in blood, they belonged to a woman skilled in the ancient languages, a woman who knew the secrets of the Liber Umbrarum. Augustinus had not vanished. He had been reborn, aided by a mysterious accomplice, into a world of forbidden knowledge and dangerous rituals. And the locked room, a stage trick meticulously crafted to conceal a far more sinister truth, leaving behind a legacy of chilling ambiguity and unanswered questions about the true nature of faith, ambition, and the intoxicating allure of forbidden knowledge.